Hi, 397 days of war. Updates and news from the war zone. Starting from north, where Ukrainian military tried to attack Tula region again, which is approximately 190 kilometers south of Moscow. They used drone, but due Russian electronic warfare, they lost the control over the drone and it crashed. The debris, of course, wounded 3 civilians. In Svatovo-Kremennaya direction, heavy fight is going on in Novoselivsky and towards Torsky-Zyrikne direction. In southern Ukraine, situation remains generally calm except artillery crossfire and of course from Russian side uses of helicopters and other airborne platforms to shell Ukrainian targets. In east, nothing from Ugledar. In Marinka, the Russian forces have captured Central Marinka. This information is little confusing as we earlier thought that the fight was already in the western part of Marinka. And of course, north and south, the Russian forces are moving forward. Westward, while in Avdiivka, northwest and southwest, the Russian attack is continuing and they are closing in towards Pervomaisky. In Bakhmut war zone, Russian forces are continuing their attacks on Kromov and Ivanisky, that is Krasnoye. An unconfirmed source says that Ukrainian forces carried out counter-offensive towards Vodyane. However, no details are available with me. Inside Bakhmut, PMC Wagner has taken full control of AZOM Plant and Ukrainian troops are forced to withdraw towards west. In other parts of Bakhmut, one of the Ukrainian channels says that PMC is attacking in all directions while Ukrainian soldiers and reserves are being covered with Russian artillery. Bakhmut, in short, is becoming more precarious for the Ukrainian forces, while the other parts of eastern Ukraine, the situation is not very good for the Ukrainians. However, with the reinforcements and other arms ammunitions pouring in, probably the situation may reverse. Wait and watch. Ukrainian military spokesperson Ignat has said that Russians have found a way to deliver massive high-precision strikes. As per him, air bombs are being converted into guided bombs. The Russians have enough of high-explosive bombs. They only need to be modernized by adding wings and GPS. Zelensky's advisor, Podolyak, says Europe must slap more sanctions on Russia after Putin's announcement that nuke storage facilities as well as tactical nuclear weapons to be positioned in Belarus. I wonder what is left with Russia, which could be sanctioned anymore now. Huge protests continuing in France against pension reform, in England against inflation and with the demand of high wages. In Germany, workers of air, rail and buses will start their protests soon. Peru is continuing. Myanmar, they nothing new, but however they are being suppressed badly. I talked about Myanmar because it is today there, or yesterday it was Army Day. And in Israel, where after Netanyahu fired his defense minister, it used like a fuel in the fire and more than 600,000 to 700,000 people are in the streets. The trade unions and doctors are likely to join this protest and interestingly, police chief of Tel Aviv too joined the protest. These protests may change the face of the regime but not Zionism. Based on capitalism, they will continue in different forms. In the meantime, happy-go-lucky North Korea fired another ballistic missiles, and Japan claims that it is very close to its economic zone. Are you part of any protests or movement which is working to supersede capitalism with socialism? If yes, say so. Thank you, friends.